right, welcome to Relationship 101. I am the Love Doctor. Today I have a guest. I have a special guest. I want you to introduce yourself and tell the people what you do.
I am Lena Mooney, aka Lena Rodriguez. That's my government.
Yeah, you got to get a government.
I'm a violinist and music producer, and I also am a violin instructor and a mommy.
All of that.
And that's it.
That's it?
Well, just greatness.
You know what I'm saying? I feel that. So I felt when this topic came to me, and I started talking about this topic, or started thinking about it, because I know we talked about this before, I felt like you would be the perfect person to bring on for this. We're gonna talk about like dating in the modern day. Like, what are some of the problems? Like, what makes dating these days so hard?
I mean, I honestly feel like social media plays a big part in dating nowadays, in our generation, and really like the generations under us, and even the ones above us. There's like this, I don't know, like you have to post this picture of where you guys are at together, or like, I don't know, let everybody know about like what's going on. But I don't know, that's something I noticed.
I've noticed that too. I think how I feel like social media, well, today's society has a short attention span. So because of that, kind of like with music. Like with music, back in the day, they drop a 24-track album and you listen to all 24 tracks. You don't complain. Nowadays, you get a 24-track album, you're like, man, why would he do this? Give me 12. You know what I mean? So I think the same thing goes into relationships. A lot of people, instead of going through the whole dating process and fully getting to know somebody, it's like let me, talk to you. Oh, we've been talking for 2 weeks. Oh, we're in a relationship. Now we've been in a relationship for a month. Now we got to move in together. Now you're married by 4 months and you're divorced by a year. So that's just how I feel. I think. How do you feel? I can see you about to explode over. Look at you.
I feel like, this episode, it sounds like we're about to be bitter as fuck about this shit. God damn.
Go ahead.
But
let it out.
Honestly, it's just in this day and age, there's like this pressure. It's like this social pressure. Like even outside of the social media, it's just this.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's something that something that I noticed.
That's something that
and
you noticed.
The rules, like, I don't know, now that we're having this, awakening, or like, I don't know, of like gender roles just completely disappearing. I feel like there's some pros and some cons in that, but like, chivalry or something like that.
Yeah.
Or
so how do you feel? Do you feel like that is still a thing?
I don't know. It's weird to say, because like sometimes I'll see like, I don't even know like what is chivalry? Like what exactly is chivalry?
I think old people made it up.
Is it like?
No, I'm just playing. They didn't make it up. They didn't. No, I mean, you can look it up. I feel like you can look it up. I'll keep, I feel like chivalry is evolved in a way, but only with some. I don't feel like it's dead. I just feel like it's not as common as it used to be. Like there's still guys out there. Like if I'm dating someone, or if I'm interested in someone, or courting someone, then I'm gonna do, not even that. It just the type of guy I am and how I was raised. That is something that I believe in.
Chivalry.
Yes.
So I just looked it up, it's the combination of qualities expected of an ideal knight, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and readiness to help the weak.
That's me right there. That's me. That's all me.
It's like this, like, I guess like almost hero type.
Yeah.
Of action.
Yeah.
That I guess like a man or a woman could do, while courting, their opposite or whoever they're trying to attract. But yeah, the attention span in dating nowadays is ridiculous. I don't know. There's this, there's such a high level of, I feel like ego nowadays.
Yes. It's very difficult to keep someone's attention for these days. I felt like back in the day, and not saying I was this Mac back in high school, because I wasn't. I was a nerd. It didn't work out for me. But just back in the day, I felt like you get to know someone fully. You go on dates and y'all don't rush anything. Like me and my kid's mother, I wanted to say we dated for about 3-4 months before we decided, all right, we're gonna get into this relationship. Mm-hmm. But we actually dated before we did anything. We just we just went on dates and did stuff like that. But I feel like nowadays it's so easy to lose interest. I mean, it's so hard. I mean, it's so easy to lose interest in somebody. Like they can do one thing, and like you said with social media, there's these other people. You're like, you know what? Let me just focus my attention over there. When so I think it's easy to give up on people these days.
Yeah, it is.
It
definitely. It is. But still, I don't know. I'm the type of individual that I feel like I still love everyone, yeah. But it's with these boundaries to an extent, because like as of now in this day and age where I am emotionally and mentally, dating is like, ooh, wow. It's like crazy. It's crazy for me because I'm a busy person. Number one, people like I don't really like to be like on my phone texting people back all the time. Like I'm just
living your best life,
living my best life at all times. I don't like to let people know like what I'm doing, where I'm at, like unless obviously I'm going like to a place where I need to.
Yeah.
And outside of all that, I don't know. I'm gaining this sense of freedom.
Yes. Like freedom is fantastic.
Yeah, stepping into like I'm figuring out who I am, so that I don't know if
when
if ever like I just want to be at least near my whole self.
Yeah.
Before even considering bringing another person into this tornado, because
that's what it is.
Because real talk.
Nah, I feel you. That's definitely the best way. The more you know yourself, figure out who you are first, and then you're able to offer that to someone else. Now, another thing that I'm pretty sure you don't have a problem, but like meeting people. A lot of people have problems meeting people or trusting the people that they meet, depending on how they meet them, I guess, like through social media, for instance. That's how most people meet these days, and you don't know what you're getting because you're meeting them on social media. So, like, how do you feel as far as meeting people on social media or meeting people? Like, what's the best way you feel like to meet someone?
Meeting someone like a potential partner?
Yes. Or just someone to date.
I don't know. I'm the type of person, like, I don't think I meet people through social media. Like,
true.
Because I'm out. So, like, usually when I meet people, it's because, like, I'm just, like, I'm out. And I'm like, oh.
Okay, let's see what happens. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
No,
I don't.
That's what you do?
No, honestly, like, normally, look, my child's father, for instance, which I don't know, whatever. I'll dig in. So.
Okay, go ahead.
I met him on Facebook, but it was for like a business meeting.
Oh.
So.
Oh. Okay.
Like it was literally to sit down and discuss a contract.
Oh.
Of me to perform, and then like
went from there.
Yeah, it just
took off. Bada bing, bada boom.
You bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean?
All right. So what I like to do. This is what I like to do now. I like to get because I post this question on Facebook, Instagram. So I like to get some of the comments on there. And we can discuss those comments. Well, you can do that. Okay, so Brittany Marie says, her problems with, I guess, dating these days is inconsistency, lack of communication, or the person is still hung up on their ex. I've seen all of those. I mean, I can be guilty of some of that. Not hung up on my ex, because once I'm done, I'm out. And I'm free, and I'm released back to these streets. Lack of communication. I'm busy, so I can see why. But I am consistent. So if I'm gonna not communicate or I lack that, then I'm gonna be consistent with that. So, but I am consistent. So, what about you? How do you feel about that?
All of these topics?
Yes.
Well, inconsistency. I mean, unless it's my daughter or like a gig for me to make money or something, like to help my family.
Yeah.
I don't know. My brain won't even let me care.
It's okay.
It won't let me care. Like I try to care. Like I put those I try to send those signals out.
And then it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one, you might like this one. Marcus Willis said, "Way too busy." Now I can feel that. That's why I am not interested in a relationship.
Is that something that's going on now too? That like we're all so busy.
Because we're all trying to get to a certain point in life. So we're all trying to reach this certain point. So, you got to work hard. So to, ones that do work hard, yourself, myself, it's kind of hard to date, or I think it's better to find someone that understands, because I tend to run into people that have a lot of time and don't understand that I don't have as much as they would. So I run into those issues. So
yeah, I way too busy. But then in being so busy, that's when it's like, how can you agree to a relationship if you already know you're busy?
Yeah.
Like, why are you even gonna, the person's gonna, no matter what, this is just my own journey.
Yeah.
I'm busy as heaven.
Yes. No, yes.
And it always ends up being like a trust issue because I'm so busy. If I leave a gig at 12:30 in the morning, I'm gonna want to just go home and go to sleep.
Yes. I'm with you.
That's it.
I'm with you.
But outside of that, I'm in front of people. So, obviously, when I'm done performing, which has happened twice at Rackham's, two different guys proposed to me, "Oh, will you marry me?" You know what I mean? And that was back. I got the juice.
That's what it is.
But that was back when I was in a relationship, and it just messed everything up. So being busy.
No, but I understand. But I feel like once we get to a certain point, I feel like it would benefit our partners, whoever we choose in the future. So what I try to do is date somebody that's just as busy, so that way they understand what it's like. So
how will you even be able to
I mean, we'll find a way. But it's they hit me up and be like, if I hit them up and be like, "Hey, I got this going on," with them being, of like mind, then they could be like, "All right, I understand that." But if you're with somebody that it's not the same, it is very difficult.
Yeah.
Because then they're like, "No, you got time to post on social media." I'm like, that's my job. That is my job. These posts are made But okay, so last one I'm gonna do. James Phillips, he says, "Everyone seems to be occupied with their phones, devices. It's nice to just turn your phone off during a date." Now,
I like that.
I agree. If I'm on a date with you, and the only time I'm picking up my phone is if we're researching something that we're having a conversation about. So, like what you did with the chivalry. Mm-hmm. If we're having a conversation and it's like, "All right, what is that?" I'll pick up my phone and do that. But other than that, the phone is to the side because I want to get to know this person that's in front of me. So.
Yeah, I had a horrible experience recently. I was at this sushi place, and this dude not only answered the phone, but then proceeded to just talk loudly and just be all inside of this
Yeah.
And it was a meaningless conversation. It was with their friend.
Yeah. What you doing later? No, I ain't doing that.
I'm just at this.
Nah, I feel you.
I'm so that is ugh.
I feel you. I think that I don't like that either. So if I ever go on a date with you, if I ever agree to a date, and you're on your phone the whole time, I'm gonna assume you're not interested, and we're probably not gonna go on another date. Then you can have the time of your life, because I'm funny. I think I'm funny. So you can have the time of your life, but if
just go on the date by yourself. If you're gonna be on your phone the whole time.
Yeah, you might as well. So all right. So what I felt like we handled that. We handled that. We gave these people some good jewels.
Yeah, there's some good jewels.
All right, so what would you like to leave with the people for today? What would you like to leave with the people?
If you do fall in love, or you do end up meeting that person, whatever, via social media, however, whatever it is, just always remain true to yourself and honest with yourself. Even if you are opening yourself up to another person, always retain that self love. You know what I mean? So
Okay, what I want to leave with people is you're a business owner, so you got to treat yourself as a business owner. You don't hire the first person you interview, so that's why I feel like it is important to date more. Not saying have sex; it's totally separate. Now, if you do what you do, then do your thing. But I'm just saying, not have sex. But I'm saying you date, which is your interview process, and that's I feel like you'll pick a better candidate instead of just narrowing down on one. So that's what I want to leave with the people. But y'all have tuned into Relationship 101. I do appreciate y'all. We got Lena. She's beautiful, y'all. But anyways, we're going to get back to this. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we're out.